So you've asked us about the alternatives to therapy with us here at the Winnicott Centre, and the answer is we're not going to tell you. We were in the middle of a really great story that you were telling us about your family and how they're abusing you, and I'm afraid we're just not going to tell you about the alternatives during this session. But what we can tell you is that you've got to go back to Comedy Needs, the Comedy Needs service.
Even though you were expelled from it, of course.
Even though you were expelled without an explanation, we do feel there's something there for. We just feel there's something there, don't we? I think I'd put it like that, and I'd leave it there.
Yeah, I think that's right.
There's something there. And yes, I can see you're just getting very angry about that, and a very angry and aggressive person.
Well, you've got to see, you've got to realise, and you've got to trust that it's good for you to go back, even though you've been expelled without being given a reason.
I mean, I noticed on your notes that you've been diagnosed as a paranoid personality disorder. This does explain adequately to us what happened at Complex Needs. You're clearly very paranoid, and we can diagnose you for that.
We can diagnose you for that, and that affects your future care.
That affects the whole course of your life from now on. And we've estimated that 6% of medical diagnoses are based on the concealment of abuse in therapy groups. It could be higher than that, couldn't it, Doctor? It could be 80%.
I think it could be as high as 90%, actually.
So 90% of diagnoses in psychiatry in this country are made to cover up mistakes that we've made, but we haven't actually made any, it turns out.
No, we're not ultimately responsible.
We're not responsible. The fact you think we're legally responsible actually that's another reason, isn't it?
Why you're not suitable.
We're just not suitable for therapy. So we have to come to a joint agreement before we put you on the waiting list. How many groups are there again, Doctor? Is it one?
Oh,
is it one
well, no, one, yes, one, no,
one?
10. Well, no, I think it's fair to say that it's 5 to 10.
I think it's 5 to 10. It could be 5 to 10 per week.
Could be.
These groups are run, I can assure you, these groups are run by unqualified trainee therapists.
It's very important to train therapists, even in a therapy group that contains a large number of suicide risks.
Well, we've had 2 suicides a year, haven't we, for the last 10 years? That's
yes.
2 a year for the last 10 years.
Yes.
Now, that's nothing to worry about. That's what you'd expect.
Yes, it's perfectly normal. That is the mean figure.
That's dealing with suicidal clients. You'd expect them to attempt suicide and to kill themselves.
There'd be something wrong with the therapy if that actually wasn't the case.
There would be something wrong, and we'd have to rethink completely about our values and whether we're being sufficiently efficient or not. I think you do have to go back to Complex Needs. It sounds to me as though these groups here are going to be too difficult for you because a traditional unstructured therapy group has a very high chance of damaging you. Whereas if you go back to complex comedy needs, there's a lot of support. It's a very supportive therapist, isn't it?
It is.
We find it very useful. We send people there when there's nothing else we can do with them, and then they never come back.